and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. And if you're looking for daily short tarot readings, check out my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. If you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. We have the Devil. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I'm pretty sure I know what this is referring to, but I'm going to take 3 more cards of final confirmation on this. We have the Justice card. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, some of you are holding yourselves back, and I keep seeing an anchor. And anchors are great because anchors can keep things steady and kind of garner support, but anchors can also keep you stuck in one place. So the Devil is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorns have a tendency in particular to really fall into sometimes what is comfortable and really crave that stability. And so what I'm seeing here is that some of you, in your pursuit of stability and comfortability, are kind of missing opportunities to step out of your comfort zone and grow, which will bring in more opportunities and bring in more growth and abundance. But a lot of you are kind of afraid of the unpredictable, and there's certain challenges that are coming your way that might not even be that huge of a challenge, but you're perceiving that way because I'm almost hearing that you're using it as an excuse to kind of stay where you're at. I'm also seeing that your focus has been kind of all over the place, mainly because I'm hearing that you're getting easily distracted. I'm hearing that you are not giving enough attention to your passions, and you are getting easily distracted because the idea of moving forward is stressing you out, either because of these obstacles and challenges you're being presented with, or it's because you have this sort of fear of the unpredictable. And I'm seeing that part of it is you're afraid to lose that stability. You're afraid of losing what you have. And it's kind of keeping you stuck where you're picking up some old habits and things from the past that you had left behind and allowing it to distract you because the distraction is keeping you from getting stressed out. But the problem is that your motivation, you're getting these big bursts of energy where you're being really focused and you're moving forward, and then it just sort of fizzles out, and you kind of allow these other distractions and things to come back in because you're too worried about stepping into the unknown and stepping into the unpredictable. Some of you are too afraid to take a chance on yourself and your own creative abilities if you are a creative, or you're too afraid to release your work to the world because you're afraid of doing something wrong or not getting something right or perfect, or just completely not getting the reaction that you're looking for. But what I'm seeing here is you've got to start making the decisions that are in line with what you want to achieve. And you have to start being more decisive and more finite in your resolve when it comes to achieving your goals. You've got to stop sending your energy all over the place, and you've got to stop juggling all these different things at one time, most of which are distractions from your end goal. And you also have to remember that everything ebbs and flows and has seasons. So even if in the very beginning of something, it's not quite, like it's not probably going to be an instant gratification of exactly what you're looking to achieve. But remember that whatever energy you put out into the universe is what's going to come back to you. So if you are taking that chance on yourself and you are working towards achieving your goals, eventually something has to click and come back around. And you have to stand in your authenticity and be a little bit more confident in your own abilities. And you have to move at your own pace. Even if you decide that you are having to take things slower because you're more worried and it's causing you more stress and you're more tired or whatever, take little steps each day towards your goal, because those little steps are going to add up over time. Sometimes some of you I'm seeing are getting caught up in sort of this idea that in order to make progress, it's got to be a bunch of progress at one time. Most of the time, the biggest leaps and bounds forward come in the small things you did daily instead of the giant things you did all at one time. Because those giant things you do at one time are usually not sustainable. The other thing I'm hearing is that some of you need to get back to your why. Why are you trying to achieve whatever it is? And if you don't know what your why is, you need to take the time to get to know why you are trying to achieve A, B, or C. Why is it so important? You need to get down to the root cause and really have your why be very important and very pivotal and very focused, because that's going to help you in these times when you decide to kind of stick to your comfort zone and you kind of stick to that predictability. It allows you to think twice and to be more discerning and say, hey, maybe this is a better calculated risk than I'm giving myself credit for. Some of you are in the mindset of looking for obstacles and looking for challenges because you are delaying your achievements, in the sense that you are allowing these challenges and things, even if they're kind of straw man arguments, to get in the way and be used as an excuse for why you shouldn't do whatever it is or step out of your comfort zone. This is not going to benefit you, because remember that in order to grow, you have to go where you've never been before. You have to do things you've never done before. If you want to level up and achieve everything that you are meant to achieve, you've got to get more comfortable with being uncomfortable. You've got to know when to drop the anchor and when to pull it back up and decide to go with the tide. Some of you are having issues with control. Earth signs in general have a tendency to be more controlling of their environment in their negative polarity. The devil, which is Capricorn energy, also has a tendency to fall into that hyper-fixated, obsessive, controlling sort of energy. A lot of you keep trying to control all your circumstances, and that is causing more obstacles because you're not working from a place of detachment. You've got to release this need for control, because one, it's a waste of energy. Two, when you get so caught up in how things need to present themselves, you close yourself off to major miracles and blessings that can come in. Instead of trying to focus on skipping steps and cheat codes and, instead of taking the stairs, some of you are sort of trying to take the elevator up to the top floor. That's not going to work. It's not sustainable when you're talking about success and you're talking about achievement. There's no cheat code. There's no skipping steps. You have to go through the journey. If you're lacking in motivation, you need to get down to the why you're lacking that motivation and try to figure out a better way to sustain your energy. Oftentimes, if you're lacking motivation, it's because your energy is going somewhere it shouldn't be, which gets back to the focus, where the Queen of Wands is not always the most focused type of energy. Very good at adapting to change, but sometimes adapts too quickly, too often, and changes directions so frequently that there's a lack of consistency. Ultimately, what I'm seeing here is that's the main issue, is there's a lack of consistency in your pursuit of your goals. There's a lack of consistency in your positive mindsets. There's a lack of consistency in your motivation and in your energy. And so your challenge for this particular reading and what you're being asked to do is to realign, slow down so that you can speed back up. Get back to your why. Get back to what you're trying to achieve. Start asking yourself every single day, is this in line with what I'm trying to do? And that sounds excessive, but when you think about it, It becomes second nature if you're constantly asking that question. Does this align with what I'm trying to do? Does this need my immediate attention, or am I trying to distract myself from the things that actually need to get done? Is what I'm doing going to make a major impact? Is putting my time and energy into this person, this situation, this thing going to make an impact in my overall outcome of what I'm trying to achieve? Start asking yourself these questions regularly. And that's what the Justice card here is also about. It will help you get out of this Knight of Wands energy, get out of this Queen of Wands energy, and start leveling up into that King of Wands, where the King has more focus, consistent drive, does all the things that he says he's going to do. And as long as you continue to be consistent, remember that the hard work will eventually pay off. It may take some time. It may take some time to figure out what does and doesn't work if you're doing something brand new. It may take some time to find or build your audience, but it will work. But you have to actually try. If you don't try, you're never going to know if you succeed or fail. And that's the only true failure, is if you never try. So build up your confidence. If you need to slow down and work on building your confidence first, I recommend you doing that. Work on affirmations, work on changing your mindset when it comes to these types of areas. You are more than capable of stepping into that independent energy and being able to achieve everything that you want. That's what this Nine of Pentacles is. But you've got to get away from this Devil card. You've got to get away from that energy of trapping yourself into certain situations and mindsets because you're worried about the unpredictable nature of life. Things can change at any moment, at any given time. Stop trying to control everything, release it, and try to go more with the flow. And for those of you who really struggle with this, I would try to focus on water energy. Water will bend and form to the container that it's put into. It will adapt. It will shift. It will go with the flow. Try to be more like water and go with the flow, and stop trying to be more like ice where everything's frozen in place. Do meditations that will help you with this kind of energy of stepping into more of that water sort of energy. So this is your reading. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. Your affirmation for this reading is, I am getting out of my own way. I am not holding myself back from achieving my highest potential. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.